Well, hello everybody, and today I'm with Arlan Wise, who is one of the track leaders at the OPA conference. And as a reminder, it's the OPA 2021 Virtual Conference Astrology in the Great Awakening from April the 22nd to the 27th, 2021. And you can find more details of that at opaastrologyevents.org or opaastrology.org. So, Arlen, lovely to have you here. And tell us a little bit about your astrology background.
Okay, well, I have been a working astrologer since 1978. I kind of am self-taught and went to my very first conference then. It was a Nassau conference in Atlanta, and I came back saying, I know what these people know. So I started doing charts for people I don't know after doing friends and family, and that was the beginning. So I've been working for a long time. I got involved with OPA in 1994 and have been on the board ever since then. I was president for 2 terms, and now I'm the director of education, which is kind of a fun thing to do. And this year, and so we started the retreats in 2001, and we used to do my main peer group, and it was a really new concept for a conference. And then it's evolved into now that we've had last year, we had to bring it online. And so now it's a very different thing. So we can't really call them retreats anymore. We're calling it a conference because you're not on retreat. You
Yeah.
know, you have the computer, you have to go do the dishes, and you can't go to dinner with your friends. So it's a conference. And usually I do writing workshops for astrologers, but now Kay, our new president, has asked me to do a writing course, which we will do in the summer. So I said I would do the beginner track this year, which I think is really important because if you don't know your basics, you just really can't do good astrology.
And
You know,
it's one of the only beginner tracks, isn't it, in the event? There's a couple of others. There's one in Geotish, and
it
but
was
most of them are intermediate or advanced. So yeah, so this is great for beginners.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
important because people, want to learn,
Mm.
and people have friends who want to learn. And we always did it at the retreats. Somebody could bring their husband or their friend along with them and have something for them to do. So I've done it before, but I really think, it's a very Saturn thing. If you don't get your foundation blocks down well, you're never going to be able to do good astrology. And I
Right.
think people are rushing it these days, and because you've written the book, you know
Yeah.
how important it is with your very good book on, beginning astrology. So it is important to learn, your basics, the
It,
sign.
I agree. My Saturn in Capricorn in my first house agrees with you
Okay,
completely.
I've got Mercury in Virgo in the sixth. Says, okay, we have to get it right. And so, we have to learn about signs. We're going to learn about planets. We have to learn about the connection between the two.
Yeah.
And then we have to basically just say that there's really no good or bad.
Yeah.
I like to teach I call it like my laundry bag theory, where you learn all the different connotations of a sign or a planet, and then the one that you need comes up, when you need
Yes.
it, And I also think it's important to think about elements and to find your own way of thinking about, like to play with that. People create their own images. We know Leo is a lion, and that works, but
Yeah.
there's other images for Leo, so to have people will create that, and then we'll work on, houses.
Yeah.
And there's so many things that confuse people because I'd like to have a very interactive class so people can begin. And by the third day, everyone can look at their chart and really get a sense of what it is to try to read it themselves, or if we have time to, open it up to a group and put a chart up and everybody can say what they think it means, And
Fantastic. And
because
the
it's hard to do it all in 3 days, as you know, even though we'll have about 12 hours. I'll try to do the best I can.
Having experienced the OPA when it was the live retreat, I can say
Mhm.
that the tracks are invaluable, and they're what makes the OPA conference retreat um,
Yes.
completely unique, I think. And yes, it's a shame we can't all get together in person, but this time, of course, because it's virtual, people can attend from anywhere in the
Yeah.
world and without the travel costs. So we have an advantage too. So.
And it's also the advantage to the teachers
Yeah,
because you're actually getting to keep the money you make. You're not paying it on, hotels and meals.
travel.
That's fun to do. Yeah, and it's also a sense where you're in a small group with one teacher for 3 days. It gets very intense.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of bonding that happens within the group. That's why we keep the group so small.
I'm still friends with some of the people I met in Zion. So yeah, for sure, it definitely is a bonding experience. And
So
I
it's
say these tracks fill up quite quickly. The early bird price is goes away on December the 21st. So if you're interested in Arlen's track, if you're more of a beginner astrologer and want the basics, then please sign up now to ensure your place. So
or if you have a friend or a relative, and you want to give a good Christmas present,
yeah,
think
would be a
about that
great gift indeed. Yeah.
too. So somebody who you think, would benefit from learning basics, or if you're an intermediate and you want to go back
Mhm.
and get another sense of, what is beginning astrology like.
I agree. More astrology is always good in my in my book. Okay, well, thank you, Arlen, for joining me today. And again, it's opaastrologyevents.org, and that's the organization for professional astrology. So come join us. Thank you.